Fortnite pulls the Travis Scott emote after Astro World concert tragedy.
Straight up.
They take weird ass stances.
Yeah, they do.
I want to say that. Like that concert thing, do you blame that on Travis Scott or do you blame that on security? Do you blame it on the venue? Like, have you thought about it?
I don't know enough, but from what I've heard, seen, and could tell, one, people pass out all the time at especially festival type concerts because or it's not even just the faintness. They're doing drugs or depending. I mean, it was nighttime, but it could be really hot or dehydrated, doing drugs, drinking, whatever. So people pass all the time. Again, there's mad people out there, and he's on stage, and he was like, "Oh, people pass all the time," so he was just like, "Okay." He didn't necessarily know they were dead. I think it depends on what information we get about how much information he actually had about what was really going on. It's one thing to be like, okay, that person passed out, but they're going to take care of it versus, oh, that person is dead. I'm going to just keep the show going on. Now, if it comes out that he was informed that people were dead and he kept doing the show, yeah, that's a problem. If it's like, oh, people pass out all the time in these type of situations, it's like, I'm going to distract the people so that the EMTs can get this person, just take care of them, or somebody can take care of them, but keep the show going. Like, I can't knock them too crazy for that. And I know people are posting all these videos where there's other artists where they're like stopping shows because people are passing out and shit. So I guess it is a thing that happens, and people do tend to have stopped their shows to make sure that people passing out are okay. So I don't know where you can fall on that because it's like you can do it.
Yeah.
But I don't know enough. I'm not an artist. I've never done it. I've never been to a festival. I've never like staged. I've never been in a crowd that crazy like that, pressed up together. So I don't know the particulars, but I do think there was a lapse in security. Because I do think there's more people than they expected. Because I think kids like broke through a gate and snuck in, so there's more people than were supposed to be there, and they only had so many guards. So I think it's just like a combination of all things failing at once and just turning into a unfortunate situation.
I mean, I saw a couple videos, and we saw the calm before the storm. I think they like ran over barricades to get to like a merch table. They knocked over shit to get to like a VIP section, something like that. You just got a bunch of unruly ass, dumbass kids who don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. And then, at some point, people try to rush the stage to get closer to Travis or get closer to C. And, some people fall. They might get trampled. I know it's like a 10-year-old boy that's in a coma still because he fell off his dad's shoulders and got trampled. People dying of dehydration. There was a rumor that somebody was going around
with a needle,
sticking people with drugs or some shit. A guard said he got stuck. Just all types of shit going on. But I don't feel like that's Travis's fault and he should have to suffer. Fortnite is like not the biggest deal to him, I don't think. But it's just a weird ass stance to take because I don't think it's his fault that this shit happened. He nigga threw a concert. I can't control 50,000 people.
No. But also, I think some of his messaging is like the people pull up the song lyric. Plus, then he also wants people to be rowdy as hell. But I mean, you do kind of because you want to show you want people to be amped up.
You want people to have a good
mosh
time.
pit before?
Yeah,
I went to like a Pharrell concert. This was at
die in mosh pits though. Like they know how to mosh. Like white people know how to mosh.
And that's the thing. I've seen a lot of other white people kind of that there's rules and etiquette to what they're doing that I don't think has necessarily been transferred over to the black community. And we're doing it, and we're doing the similar things, but we don't have the same information that they go. So like if somebody falls in the pit, you help them up, or you don't like there's rules to that shit, or that I don't think we necessarily have, and I think we're doing these things and not knowing all the ways that they were doing it because they do, and they're like punching people in the face and they're kicking each other, they're swinging at each other, and like and they're trying to, and they're hurting people like because you're getting elbowed and you're gonna come out. Some people are gonna come out their bloody, shirts are getting ripped, but also I do think there's that chaos, but then there's also like etiquette in the chaos too, and I think
50,000 people.
I mean, how do you control 50,000 people?
You can't control that. That's like I went to that Pharrell concert at Yale, and niggas was mosh pitting, and I was moving to the side. I couldn't control that shit. I was like, yo, if I fall, I'm fucked up.
And then
I gotta keep myself.
And that's the other thing with some of that too. Like, it's a momentum thing. If somebody in the back start pushing, by the time you get, it's like a wave in the ocean. By the time you get to the front, I cannot literally hold back the weight of 50,000 people pushing on me. So if somebody falls in front of me and I can't stop, I'm stepping on this motherfucker. I don't want to hurt this person, but like, so there is some. So I do think maybe They got to restrict sizes of shows, space it out, make it so that there's sections. I think part of the issue of
security.
Is security? I mean, but what can security do? What can three niggas do?
Niggas. I don't know. I'm playing. But it's like, yo, when you see people, yo, don't nothing stop nonsense like a bullet, man. Like,
oh no, that's gonna make it worse. Because now you got people running away.
I'm playing. You don't got to shoot on. Tase these motherfuckers.
Same thing.
Sometimes you got to set an example. You got to take out at least 8 motherfuckers and be like, all right, these motherfuckers got shit.
But how if you're over there and where the problem is 30,000 people in between you? How do you stop it? How do you get there?
The video I saw of them bum rushing a merch table where like they got the line barricade, so it's like you got to go up and down. It's people just jumping over them shits. It's like just piles of kids. If some security would have took out 5 of them niggas from jump, they'd have been like, whoa.
Well, that's got nothing to do with people passing out while watching the show.
And beanbag them niggas.
That's got nothing to do with people passing out while watching the show. No, but I'm just
saying like you got to curtail the chaos somehow. So like if this is like a precursor to what may happen during the show, you already got motherfuckers hyped up to be here.
But people didn't pass out because of chaos. They passed out like, from dehydration.
A lot of people didn't pass out. A lot of people were some people would trample. Some people were on drugs, dehydration, passing out, whatever the fuck it was. But it's just like there was a certain rowdiness to that crowd, and if you don't curtail that early, like, hey, these motherfuckers ain't hit. Like, we can have a good time, but we ain't gonna get out of control.
But Travis wants you to get out of control. That's the other thing.
Then it's on Travis. Then fuck it.
I don't know. I don't know if my thing is I don't have enough information. I don't want to necessarily because I do think it might
hurt these niggas.
It might be a little unfair because he is getting the brunt of it.
Yeah, I'm
just
like saying that
losing shows and not being able to do certain shit.
It's just wild that.
But again,
they kids. They stupid. They young. They full of adrenaline. They trying to catch moments. They trying to be cool. They trying to be the first to something. And
but that's got nothing to do with people like passing out and shit.
I don't know why they passed out though. It could be
dehydration.
It could be dehydration.
Drugs.
It could have been. I believe at least 2 of them kids might have been trampled.
Yeah, because they probably fell.
Just fell.
And then and there's so many people. But that's not necessarily like a rowdy thing. That's just a force of momentum thing.
Yeah, but you should like. You know when you stepping on ground and when you stepping on like
but you could be stepping on them and be like, oh shit,
80,000 people pushing you on you.
Yeah, you can't.
What can you do to stop you from doing
shit,
that?
But it's just like
that's the point.
I just feel like when we're in a common space like that, we should be looking at. We're there to have a good time, but we should be looking out for each other. Kinda.
Yeah, but if
that should be in the back of your mind.
But how do I pick you up if I can't even really move?
Even reach down.
I can't reach down, and I literally can't. I know,
but it's just like
I can't even stop. Or if I do try to pick you up, I'm falling to, and now we're both dead.
Yeah,
I just feel like everyone should be smarter. Just have some common sense. Let's not act like fucking complete assholes. And then 8 people die.
But that's not a common sense thing. Yeah, that's a force thing. Because I could be the smartest motherfucker in the world, but if I can't move, I can't move. I can't move. I'm being pushed. You ever been in a crowd where people's moving around, you getting moved around and shit?
Yeah.
But now times that by 50,000.
Them is babies though.
100,000.
Them is babies.
30,000.
You could be yelling and be like, yo, nobody hears.
Nobody can hear you.
Yo, I'm stepping
on somebody.
Still, I feel like it's because it was just a lot of young kids. Them is babies. They like young as shit. I think the youngest person that died was like 14 or some shit. That's crazy.
That is crazy, and it's unfortunate shit. I just don't necessarily know. I think it's a combination of things, but but there's like, I don't know if it's them being irresponsible thing.
Oh, it's definitely them being irresponsible. They've had larger crowds than that, and no casualties.
Yet they just got lucky. Also, the other thing about other festivals is generally there's multiple stages. And the crowds are spread out, but this is just, they're coming to see Travis.
Yeah.
So everybody's coming to see Travis. Like, so everybody's here. If it was like at Coachella, it might be like 8 other bands going on at the same time to spur some of that.
I don't know. I feel like Fortnite just took a weird ass stance just blaming Travis. Like, oh, let's get in front of this early. Let's not have him in the game anymore. I was like,
you gotta look like you care.
But you don't.
You have
transactions inside the game for skins and people just be buying shit.
Niggas shoot niggas in that game.
You shoot people
shooting
for a living.
Taking guns away.
Yeah. Whatever.
I know.